My name is Karen Shawman. I haven't been here in a while, but I've been an educator for almost 2 decades now in our college system, university system. And I think that this board has gotten a sense of how resilient and really how tenacious Native peoples are based on people from the community coming every school board meeting to try to talk to you and know that you can't engage in a dialogue in this format, but they've tried to talk to you about how they experience Native Americans as mascots and how particularly offensive the term redskin is. I'm sure you've already been educated about the history of the origin of the redskin name. You've been educated about all the professional associations. But what I wanted to talk to you about was how difficult change can be. How many people in here, when you were growing up, you learned to type and not use a computer? Okay. How difficult it was. I know I had a professor force me to use the word processor. And the first time I used the word processor, of course I promptly lost the entire paper and had to start over again. We would not spend money to train our kids on typewriters today, would we? Possibly to fill out forms, but the best use of your educational funding goes towards computer science. Probably would not retain a teacher who only taught them how to use the typewriter. Change is hard. Change is really difficult, especially when people aren't aware of the value and use of a computer. Especially when people aren't aware that best educational practices, best professional practices really call for the elimination of use of Native Americans as sports mascots, team names, logos, and so on. And one of the really difficult things about being an educator is that sometimes you're in front of the curve. But that's really what they pay us for. Right? They pay for us to achieve professional development, to learn best practices, and they pay us to be ahead of the curve. That's what puts us in this place of privilege of being teachers, school board members, and so on.
Thank you very much, Karen. Hands up. Anybody else like to address the board before I close public comment? Okay, I'm going to close public comment.